Giving you a wrist-mounted flux capacitor to toy with environments and enemies alike, Activision's Singularity is a journey through shifting timelines and disturbing experiments. Is it a history maker, or will you want to rewind time after you're done?
Off the southeast coast of the Soviet Union, Russian engineers discovered E-99.
It's 2010 when Captain Nathaniel Renko is sent to investigate an abandoned Soviet base on the island of Katorga-12. The location is a hotspot for a substance known as E-99, and in 1955 a series of dreadful experiments culminated in an explosion that put the island in a state of temporal flux. Because of this, Renko soon finds himself on a trip through time that lasts just long enough for him to screw up history. Now he has to search for the means to shut down the time-altering singularity and correct his catastrophic mistake.
The singularity exploded, killing thousands instantly.
Much of your time is spent learning about the dark history of E-99 research through audio recordings, journal entries, and spectral imagery. You'll come across notes scribbled in chalk warning of impending danger, but the device is overused to the point that it feels like you're sitting next to a guy who's already finished the game and can't keep his mouth shut. While the subject matter deals directly with the weighty consequences of time travel, the plot avoids getting convoluted with frequently altering timelines. Through most of the game, your actions have little impact, but there are multiple endings based on your final decisions.
Renko, you're alive! Figured you fought it!
As you make your way through Katorga-12, your allies lead you down a straightforward path with little backtracking. You'll only jump back to 1955 at a few key points along the way, and there aren't many situations when time travel plays into puzzle solving. Singularity draws from survival horror as well, with quick spooks and haunting imagery. Things do slow down a little too much, as you can spend a lot of time looting chests or waiting for audio recordings to finish, but you'll want to explore every nook while you can, since there's no chapter select to let you go back for missed secrets. Your arsenal starts off with the usual pistol, assault rifle, and shotgun, but it expands with E-99-based weapons. The sniper rifle has a slow-mo function, and the grenade launcher fires remote control rounds that you can roll right up to your targets. The best of the bunch is the Seeker, which lets you steer explosive bullets directly toward your victims, though because it's so powerful, it never becomes a permanent part of your collection. You can only carry 2 guns at a time, but you can swap gear and make upgrades at weapon lockers. Similarly, augmenter stations let you apply different perks that do stuff like increase your health kit capacity, sprint duration, or melee damage. With just 2 modes, Singularity's multiplayer definitely feels tacked on, but it's not half bad. You alternate between playing as soldiers and creatures in control point or deathmatch rounds. There are 4 classes per side. Soldiers can choose to heal, teleport, shield, or do melee damage, while the creatures are more distinct. Zombie-like reverts spew acidic vomit and lay proximity mines. Zeks summon exploding barrels and phase walk to avoid damage. Armored Radions can shoot exploding projectiles from afar. And Ticks can climb walls and leap on unsuspecting soldiers to take control of their bodies. Playing as the creatures is fun, but we did encounter connection issues on both the Xbox 360 and PS3 that resulted in long wait times before matches got started.
Why did it take so long?
After your first couple hours, you'll pick up the time manipulation device, giving you access to a whole suite of powers. The TMD's basic function allows you to make old things new again or make new things age. This allows you to rebuild staircases, repair ammo chests, or grow plants. With the use of the amplifier stations, you can even rebuild large structures like a cargo ship that you have to explore as it decomposes around you. The downside is that there isn't much freedom to the mechanic. You can only alter specific items, and there's even a point when you have to wait for someone to tell you to open a safe before the device has an effect.
Please, age the safe with the TMD.
While it takes more energy, aging works on the living too, but you'll have to experiment to see the TMD's effects on each creature. Human soldiers turn into crumbling skeletons, while blue Zeks are pushed into slow-mo, and reverts become exploding goo bombs. The basic TMD also replaces your melee attack with an impulse that knocks back enemies and blasts soldiers to pieces at close range. The TMD has a few more tricks up its sleeve as you find upgrade stations along the way. The gravity enhancement comes straight out of Half-Life 2, letting you move crates around in simple puzzles or grab rockets from mid-air. Another power lets you turn humans into reverts, pitting enemies against one another, while Deadlock creates a bubble that slows time, allowing you to pass between fan blades or stop heavy gunners in their tracks. With all your abilities, weapons, and upgrades, you get to be pretty overpowered near the end. The last few areas throw as much at you as possible, and it still feels like a walk in the park. It doesn't help that the human AI seems to be as dim-witted as the beasts, often rushing you or standing out in the open without any hope of countering your advanced moveset. Singularity's long time in development has it looking dated at best. Some attention has been given to detailed gore with bloody dismemberments, but textures are so low quality that you can practically count the pixels. It took a smack to the face to get the textures to load on one character, and obvious details like displaying a shadow when you walk in front of a projector have been completely missed. The voice work is decent, but guns sound muffled. Meanwhile, the soundtrack sets an appropriately eerie tone through haunted passageways, but never really stands out. Singularity has some good ideas, but it fails to push the potential of these mechanics in gameplay. Enemies are practically defenseless in the face of your superpowers, and the puzzles never advance beyond the basics. There are definitely better options, but it's not too bad if you're just looking to kill some time.